Shalom, greetings. I'm so delighted to be here today. I bring you an amazing artist. Should we call you artist?
Yes.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So she will explain her work in the industry of art. Her name is Shamiso Dube. I'm excited to be with her today and of course to showcase her good work in the community to the world. Lady, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Would you mind to, in a bit, to share who you are to our viewers?
Okay. My name is Shamie Dube. In the art world, I'm simply Shamie. I am a visual artist. I'm multidisciplinary artist. That means I work with different mediums, but I particularly focus on fabrics. I am a resident artist at the National Gallery in Bulawayo. 28 years of age, if I should say my age, staying in Bulawayo, Zimbabwe. And that's me in a nutshell.
Wow, that's amazing. You know, the good work that you are doing is somehow mind-blowing. So, like, how did you come up with this type of art?
My art is sort of an experiment. It was just me trying to come out of my comfort zone. Like, I just wanted to explore what I could do apart from just simply drawing. I wanted to do something complex, something complicated, something that will shift my perspective on life in general. And so I came across a simple art medium, which is fabrics. And I've been working on fabrics since 2022. And I love fabrics because they are a fluid medium. Like you can do a lot of stuff with fabrics. You can create them into sculptures. You can use them as a medium of showing of color and texture. So I fell in love with fabrics and I've been doing fabrics ever since, yeah.
Wow. And with this type of, personally, honestly, I haven't heard of this type of art.
Okay.
And did you happen to dream or what happened? How did you find yourself in this thing?
Okay, so as I said, it was an experiment, but later on, I would, of course, yes, 1 or 2 dreams here and there. I'll see like the type of work that I should create and the type of fabric that I should use. And my work starts from simple sketches, and I go and choose the fabric that I feel will blend in with the sketch, and then from there, like the fabric sort of takes over the entire piece. So I never really know how my work will turn out, which is the fun part about working with fabrics, because it's different textures and it's sort of adding a layer on top of the sketch. And I'm just as amazed as the viewer when I'm now looking at the final piece, because it's nothing that I would have thought about, you know. So I don't know if that answers the question, but yeah, that's my answer.
Definitely. You are actually bringing it into precise, because it's good that when we see the good work that you're doing like this, we get to understand how did this come about. Because someone somewhere out there might be encouraged of the good work that you're doing, but the fact that they're not doing it, they are not finding anyone to encourage them, to motivate them, to inspire them.
Yeah, true.
Then you might be their destiny helper.
Which will be cool.
Yes, definitely. So, do we have maybe any challenges in this journey?
I think the challenge, first of all, has been understanding the professional art world, because I was doing most of my art at home, and being introduced to a national gallery and having to maneuver my way around the professional space has been a challenge for me. I enjoy my comfort at home and having to interact with people and having stories behind my work, like it has been actual work. Because I just create and not know where my work will take me. And then you realize a person asking you, what does this artwork mean? And you really have to think deeply and ask deep questions about where you took your art from. So also being a female, like a woman in an art space, like you get different views, most of them negative, like in terms of the type of work that I present, because my work is subtly explicit, it's subtly erotic to the viewer. So you get funny questions from people, and in a way you're trying to explain your art, but also protect yourself as a woman and your dignity as a woman. So that is always, I guess my challenge is finding the balance in the professional art space. That's my challenge at the moment. Selling, yeah, I sell my art, so I wouldn't say it's a challenge. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just getting people to view me as a professional and getting people to understand that art is work too. That's a challenge for me.
Okay. Mm. So despite the challenge that folks are saying, why a woman in the art industry? Are there no other people that don't understand the type of your art?
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand. I mean, the first person that didn't understand my art was my mom, but in a good way, because she thought, this is not art. And myself, when I was starting out this art, I didn't understand what it was. So you find people, which is a good thing. Like if you don't understand something, then it's a good opportunity for curiosity to grow. Then you start asking questions. That's not really a challenge, But yeah, you do find people. You do find people coming up with their own notions on the type of work that you do, and coming up with conclusions on how your work should be, and they don't really understand where you started from, So yeah, that's people in general.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's people in general.
Yeah, and we have to live with that.
Yeah, I mean that's part of life in general. If something is new, you have to ask questions. Otherwise, what's the point? Yeah.
Yeah. So taking you a little bit, your mother ceasing to understand. I mean, that was natural. It's not like she hate you or something.
No.
But how did it make you feel? Didn't you feel like, let me leave this thing?
No, not really. It was a good thing, because for me, like if a person asks questions about what I'm doing, then it means to a certain extent, I'm doing the right thing. So I think I got settled when she started helping me out, because some of the pieces she helps, so in a way she didn't understand, but she was curious, which is a good thing, Not understanding something and totally blocking it is a different story, but she didn't understand, but she was open to the idea, which was encouraging for me, because it allowed me to spread my creativity wings as far as I could. Yeah. So.
Great. In you not believing in yourself, what then helped you to rise again? No. Let me again believe in this thing and in myself.
Well, I didn't really understand, so it was not really like not believing in myself. I didn't understand, and I'm a co-creator of my work. I believe I create my work with God. So me not having answers doesn't really faze me, because it's not up to me to have answers to anything. It's God's part, so I let Him do the answering part. So so I really I was struggling when people would ask me, wow, so what does this mean? Because I guess in a way, co-creating stuff with God, then I'd have to go back to Him and ask, Lord, what is this? And when you don't really get an answer to that, then you just leave it as it is. So, yeah.
I understand. So despite these challenges, a number of challenges that we've discussed about, what really, is there any secret that kept you going to this far? Because I'm at your studio now, I'm witnessing your amazing work. What kept you to this far?
As I've mentioned before, like I'm a co-creator with God, so I don't really do my work alone. So that means the strength and the power to go on is not really mine, it's God's, and it never runs out. So that's God. My work is spiritual. It's nothing that you can understand with your mind, and it's not something that you can just grasp with a glimpse of an eye. My work is deep, it has depth, and that signifies God Himself, being involved. So I keep going because God keeps me going. He's the source of where my inspiration comes from. So when people talk about I've got an artist block. I can't find inspiration. I can't do this. For me, I can't really relate because my inspiration is God and is ever flowing. So I never run out of ideas to create. Yeah. So yeah, that's my secret.
Wow, lovely. So in knitting up your artwork, do you have a specific fabric that you focus on, or?
I go with my eye. Like there's no specific fabric that I focus on. If there's a specific idea or a specific palette that I want to portray or put across to the viewer, then I go with my eye. If red goes with orange when I'm picking up fabrics, then that's what I'm going to go with. If later on I realize that maybe I should add a bit of green, then I just pick the fabric that works with whatever is already on the. So I do my work. My work is in bits and pieces. I don't really have a set map or a set mold of how this is how I A, B, C, D. It's just a sketch, and then I just pile fabric on top of fabric and fabric. Some fabrics work, some don't. Some are elastic, some are not. Some are hard to sew on, some are not. So I guess I just go with the flow.
This is mind-blowing, really. Have you ever seen? This is like this ink, right?
There's this paint.
This paint and sewing machine. Where in this world have you found people that are doing these exploits with these things? This is a machine for
sewing.
For sewing.
Yeah, it is.
This is amazing. So this is also hair work, as other pictures were scrolling on this interview. We are so excited to have such like you in the community, to the world.
Thank you.
Because your work is, please, don't take it local only, it's going to the world.
Thank you.
So we appreciate you, and also we believe that someone was encouraged in this interview to know and understand these things do exist. As you mentioned that we were having some other dreams. Someone maybe was also having dreams, but to them it's still a dilemma now. But until this interview came out to you, you understand better what was God saying really. So should there be someone, part of our viewers, interested to hear from you, and what encouragement can you give to them and to those also want to find themselves in the industry of art, more so in your field?
I'll say if you are an artist, then you are automatically connected to something spiritual, so you have to find what that is for you. For me, I'm a Christian, and that source is God, and I believe an artist can never do their craft or their skill without the help of something spiritual. So if you connect yourself to that, then you are going to ever grow and ever flow and ever flourish. So just connect to something greater than you, so that when you run out of ideas, when you run out of answers, when you run out of solutions, you can always go to the source. Yeah.
Did you hear that? That was amazing.
Yeah.
So what take-home package can you share to the viewers? Take-home package as in a homework to their corner. What last words can you give to the people?
I'll say stop whatever you're doing and try something new. Just stop for a second. Try something new. You never know.
That's
just stop. Yeah, just stop for a second and try something new. You know, life is too short to be doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Just try and stretch yourself a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you say that, some other people maybe they are just in the industry which are not theirs. Maybe they can find theirs if they stop.
Yeah, you stop and you try something new. I mean, if you look at how God created this world, like He didn't stop at just creating birds. Like He created animals that walk on 4 legs. He created animals that walk on 2 legs, and they thought, okay, let me create a human being. Okay, let me create a tree. Let me create, and it's something beautiful. So we are not created to just be stuck on one thing. Like just try and open your mind and stretch and see how far your mind can go, how far your hands can go, how far your creativity juices can go. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your precious time.
You're welcome.
So that was Sister Shamiso Dube.
Yeah.
If you're praying for me, I appreciate you so much. I remain the Shalom man. Let me see you on the next one. Bye for now.